everyone, it is Cameron here back again with another video, this time about making the most of your AAMC materials for the MCAT. And if you go onto the AAMC website, you'll see that there are different practice exams and question packs that you can purchase. And I think it's important really that you get the most out of these, and so that's what I'm hoping to talk a bit about here. This is going to depend a bit on what materials are available when you're actually practicing to take the exam. When I took the exam back in 2019, I think the materials available were a bit different from what's available now, and so the most important part is to pay attention to the overall concepts that I'm going over in this video, and then you can adjust depending on what you have available to you when you're making your own study plan. And so on the left, you can see here I have a list of the different AAMC materials that I found when I was looking through the site recently. It looks like they have 2 biology question packs, a chemistry pack, a physics pack, and then 2 different CARS ones, and they have 120 questions in each. And just looking at this, it's not really set up in the most opportune way for studying. To do 120 questions in one sitting probably wouldn't be too helpful if you're just doing the same subject, or to just do 10 questions alone probably wouldn't be too helpful either. And so to get these questions to work for you, I think that it's important to make these custom exams. If you watch a lot of different videos from people who've taken the exam, or you talk to people who've taken the MCAT, a lot of them have done this as one of their preparation strategies. And so what you can do is you can actually split up the question packs and make your own custom exams, which is what I've done here on the right. You can see that just from those questions on the left, you can make 4 practice full-length exams that are pretty similar. There are a few things to note that are going to be a bit different with these exams. One is it's really difficult to get a good score in interpretation, because you're not going to get a score out of 472 to 528 when you take these exams. But the most important thing is to use them for practice. You can also see over here on the right that I wasn't able to find a behavioral science or a psych and soc section question bank that they have right now. And so you'll likely need to get these questions from some other resource and kind of add them into your studying. But you can see that with the other section, as I was able to split them all up, you'll notice that for chemistry and physics, those are separated out, and so you'll likely end up doing chemistry questions one day and then physics questions another, instead of having them mixed in, which is a bit unfortunate. And then for the biology questions, it might just be more focused on biology rather than focused on biochemistry. Another note that you'll see here is the questions, it's not the exact number that you're going to see on test day. On test day it would be 59 questions for most of the sections, and then 53 for the CARS section, I believe. But when you're going through these question packs, it's going to vary a bit depending on the number of questions for each passage. Then you might have to end up ending a little bit sooner. You might do 58 questions, for example, or you might have to do a few more, just depending on the specific question that you're leaving off on. And you're probably going to have to keep a bit of your own time when you're going through these exams too, which is something a bit different. I'm not exactly sure why the AAMC does not arrange these question packs in a more friendly way for taking them as practice exams, but I do think that you should try to do your best to have the practice exams really work for you. And so I hope that this way of arranging the exams is helpful. I hope that it helps you to prepare and take better practice tests. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. And until next time, take care.